What's up, Rye Guy? What's up, Go Caps? Oh, you guys can just barely see it. So I'm gonna just do some gardening, guys. So I'm not gonna really be talking that much, but you like to check out the description of the video. if you haven't looked at the description of the video, check out the description, guys. So I got my Abercrombie hat on. I got my Beats by Dre Solo on, and my you always gotta have your protected crap for your eyes, man. So, and then I got just like a lightweight shirt, very thin shirt here. I got an undershirt, of course, but, and then some, look at this gut, dude. This thing's huge. But anyways, and then some shorts. So, I got the tiller over here. This is a little tiller. So you'll start to see it form when I get more towards the back. But it's going to just be loud and obnoxious. So I'm not really going to be talking much at all. And whenever you're doing anything outdoors for a long, extensive period of time, be sure to bring a drink. So I got my water and my little thermos, or whatever the hell you want to call this thing. It's good. You need to have this, man. You need to stay fresh and liquidized, nice and wet. All right, let's get this underway. Actually, you know what? I'll show you guys what I've done so far. Well, this was yesterday, so I've got a couple of plots tilled out from yesterday. So I did these two yesterday, right here. No, don't stop streaming. I did these two yesterday, and then today, so far I did. So here's the corn. This is the patch where I'm doing putting the corn this year. So I did this today and mixed it in. So here's my stuff from my compost that I scooped into my my wheelbarrow. So I'll show you guys quickly the compost pile, since it's been a while since you've had a watching water dry. It's been a while since you've seen a compost pile update. So here's the updated compost pile right now, guys. So as you can see, this is where I've been digging out. This is like grass and stuff from, well, that's leaves from, like, I think earlier this year when I did some leaf blowing in the spring early on. And then this is some grass and some shit actually I threw in here from my garden. I actually scraped the tops of the grass off in some areas over here. And you'll put the link in Discord. Okay. Ooh, look, I hate bees, man. Bees, I hate. Look at that thing. Oh God, don't come after me. I hate bees. Will I get chased by one today? I don't know. Hopefully not. So that's that, and here's my tiller for anyone who has never seen what a roller tiller looks like. So basically, this is a forward tiller, but basically you see it's got like these little edges and spikes. These things, they turn forward and basically grind. Their responsibility is to grind up the dirt. So if you've never seen a roller tiller before, this is a Cub Cadet GC 145. If you're looking to buy something similar to this for some reason, but it's very small and compact. You remember a garden from last year? Yeah. Bees are good. Wasps and hornets can go die in hell. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so this is that's the roller tiller I use to do everything around here. So that's that. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing started up now, and then like I said, I'm not gonna be doing a whole lot of talking after I start. I'll place it over here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Screw everything that stings. Yeah. All right, hopefully the phone will stay up. If the wind might blow it down, but hopefully not. It's not very windy. It's supposed to be like 10-mile-an-hour winds today or something, but it's not very sunny because the clouds are out, which is nice. So I'm not like dying out here yet, which is really nice. The answer is no to the title. Okay. Whatever, Amon. Come on, dog. Come garden with me, homies. And always make sure that if you got a gas container, that you don't leave that next to something like this when you start this thing up, because you never know. If you got gasoline around, you could like ignite that crap. So you don't want that to happen. You catch yourself on fire. All right, so for anyone who wants to know what, I didn't mention like really what a tiller does. If you don't know what a rototiller is used for, use a rototiller. It's got two primary functions. One, it helps get rid of, I don't have any music on right now because I would have to be playing it through my phone, so I don't have any music on right now, but it definitely does help to drown out the noise from the loudness of the machine, especially like if you do any type of yard work. It's nice to have some type of good pair of headphones that or earplugs, whatever will help drown off the noise. But usually I do listen to music while I'm doing this stuff. But a tiller is good for two things. One, primarily, is if you see like I have to stop every once in a while, I'm pulling out all those weeds over there. So it grinds up all the weeds at the surface that have grown over the course of the beginning of spring, and so it's tearing all those weeds up, and then you got to pick all that stuff out and throw it to the side, and then what's left is just pure granulated dirt. And the idea of the tiller is to grind up the dirt fine enough so that way when you plant your vegetables or whatever in there, it allows the roots to snake down far enough into the ground. If you don't grind up that dirt, then it doesn't necessarily give your plants any room to grow. So that's the whole point of the tiller. So one is to pull out the weeds, and then two is to drill down as far as I can with this thing to grind up the dirt and make it as soft as possible, so these things can grow better. You should do a gardening subscriber tournament. Okay. You guys should see my neighbor's grass next door. Oh my God, it's like about a foot tall right now. That's not the neighbors, it's the other neighbors. Their grass is like, it's like up to here, dude. I mean, I guess you can't tell depth right now, but it is pretty tall. It's about a foot tall right now. Wife comes and says, "Why the hell are you recording yourself digging up the ground?" She was like, "People actually want to watch you do that." And I'm like, people were saying like, "Yeah, I'd watch you like till for whatever reason." She's like, "Okay, whatever." So she already knows. She was out here actually. We were talking about, I was just verifying the plot. So I've got like this plot to do. This one right here is actually going to be for pumpkins and watermelons because they vine out the most. So we try to leave enough room so that we can vine them whatever way we want, and they don't like get all caught up in other plants. So that's why you do have to be careful when you plant stuff like pumpkins and watermelons, is they're very viney plants. So you got to make sure you give them enough space from everything else. Otherwise they'll start wrapping themselves around everything else, and you don't want that. And then over there we're gonna do like tomatoes and whatever other crap. And then in the far back, the one I showed you before was corn. We're gonna do a plot of corn again. So all right, anyways, back to it. Chop, chop. All right, so for whoever's left, if you notice, first I was going vertical, up and down, straight up and down, and the reason why I need to go side to side now though, or horizontal, is because when you what's up, Go Caps? Congratulations, you pressed the X button. Tutorial 2 unlocked. So like the tines for a rototiller, there's that, like, you have two tines on the side that basically circulate like this. Well, the problem is that you don't have anything that covers the middle. The middle's open, so you kind of have tines like this, so then you have like this patch of this, like maybe inch of dirt in the middle, the strip down the middle that doesn't get tilled. So you go horizontal, that way you just kind of go over it again and you cover it all and grind it all out and make sure it's all deep straight across. Yeah, I know JJ1. He's a butthead. You can't check gold dragons, dude. There's no gold dragons for this stream, man. This is just a one-off kind of whatever. So, all right, back to it. Oh. It's actually not bad. Boo. Horsey McHorseface. Where's Horsey McHorseface? All right, guys. So here is the almost final product. It's not final just yet, but hopefully you guys can see that. So this is what it looks like tilled. So you can, as you can see, like this stuff is pure dirt now. This is the good stuff. This is what I need. This is what I needed to come out of it. So now you have some pretty good planting soil to an extent. Oh, that's the edge of the grass here. So another method that, well, some people use for gardening. We did it actually our first year when we gardened, just to see how things would end up. There's a method known as the raised bed method for gardening, where you basically build your plots inside of like you basically build like a box, more or less, a wooden box around the area that you want to plant your vegetables in, or your plants in, whatever it is that you're doing. And then you cover the bottom of it with like basically things to kill weeds or prevent weeds from growing in it. There's certain types of material you can buy to kill stuff from growing in the bottom. So you buy that stuff, and then you basically build a garden in a box, more or less, so that it helps prevent, again, mainly it's just like for weeds and stuff like that. So but it is pretty pricey if you want to get like decent wood to do that with. So now getting all this loose stuff in there, so that's pretty good. We got a nice plot. Now the next thing I want to do, what's up JS, how's it going, dude? Now the next thing I want to do is I've got some compost stuff left over here, so I'm going to take that and I'm going to dump that. I'm going to sprinkle that stuff in with this stuff here. I'm going to sprinkle that in, and then I'm going to till that in. I'm going to mix that stuff in there so that it gets the good, nice compost in there. So that is the next objective here. So that's what I'll be working on next. All right, so now you're hungry. No, don't get hungry, bro. All right, so now I spread that compost evenly across the bed. So now I'm basically just gonna till that in there. It's like kind of go pretty slow and just kind of mix it in. All right, so I had to take a minute there to actually clean up the tines on the tiller were getting kind of caked with mud and crap, so I needed to spend a minute there just to clean that crap out of there so it didn't like overheat my motor or something like that trying to work too hard. Whew. All right, so that's that. Well, that looks pretty good, I guess. Could be worse. I don't think it could be any better. It's pretty fine now. So now I got the compost all mixed in there, and it's nice and deep from the tiller. I mean, it's probably a few 4 inches deep down in there, so it should have plenty of room to grow. The only thing I'd say is if you do any of this kind of stuff, the one thing you do want to try to make sure you do is you don't want to get too picky about like seeing little stuff in there. Like you might see pieces of grass and crap like that, but you know, that stuff's not going to do any harm really. So you don't need to worry about that. But anything that looks like it could be part of a weed or has like looks like it's a deep-rooted type thing, you do want to pull that stuff out. So you don't want any of that crap in here, because then that, if you have anything that's actually growing in here that's not part of your vegetation, it could end up taking away all the nutrients that your vegetation needs, and so you end up getting big weeds, super weeds in here from your nice good compost pile, but then your vegetables will all grow like crap. So you don't want that. Obviously that's not the objective, is to grow super weeds. So all right, so next on the list, I've got one more strip to do I got one more strip to do, so this should be exciting. But this will be my last one. Like I said, if you weren't here earlier, when I started the video, these two plots, I took care of these yesterday. They're a little dry now. I need to mix some compost into this one. This had compost mixed in, and you can kind of tell a little bit because it's definitely still a little moist. This one was just plain dirt, and the dirt that was there from the previous year. So I need to mix some compost in there. And then, so there is where we're gonna grow like tomatoes and not eggplant. Damn, what's that called? Zucchini, tomatoes, zucchini, like really simple stuff. And then in this plot here is where we're gonna grow the corn this year. And we've been trying to grow corn here every year, and like we had like success like 1 year, and then like since that it's been tough. So I tried to make sure I drilled really deep in this one, because corn requires a lot of space in between your corn that grows, and then it requires a lot of depth. So that's what I'm trying to do there. And then, like I said, if you were here earlier, then over here is where, this is where I plan on doing pumpkins. We're gonna do pumpkins and watermelons here. So, and the reason why I left this strip so small is because when pumpkins and watermelons grow, you want them to have grass to sit on. You don't want them sitting in your dirt, because then that's how they rot, is they're sitting in the dirt and they get all moldy at the bottom, they rot through. So you need places to set them after they grow, and the grass is dry usually, so that's where you want that kind of stuff. You think he's depressed. At the pool right now it's 89, but real feel is 101. You bum. Man, I'm doing so much work. I'm tired watching you. I know, bro. This is brutal. If you've been watching, dude, I told you that little tiller. I got that little ass tiller, man. That thing's little. So, and I forgot actually. My brother and I don't think we did this intentionally. Maybe we did. I think we ran out of wood when we put in these back panels in the back of the fence, and I think that's the reason why we put those in the back, was because we had constructed everything, and then we were like, oh shit, we forgot to make these. So like each panel that we did has like that middle supporting beam, but these three in the back don't. So that's why we put them in the back when we first built this thing. But anyways, all right, so I'm gonna set you guys over here. You'll have a good angle of me, I guess, tilling out some more areas. That's right. KO. Okay. All right, I'm gonna set you guys over here, and then I'm gonna till out. So I've got this plot right here. Basically, we usually grow cucumbers here, but I think we're gonna do something different this year. So this plot has already actually been used. You can kind of tell it's a little inset. That's usually how you can tell. I'm gonna go ahead and till this thing out, which should be pretty simple because we've used it in the past. So it's basically why are all these leaves in here? What the hell is this? It's not good. It should be easy to till out though, because it should be soft soil since we've used it in the past. So usually I would say if you have never done a garden before and you wanted to begin, like if you actually bought a tiller and you wanted to start tilling, the first time you do it is going to be a huge pain in the butt, because you're basically breaking new ground. Now, unless you buy like a $700 tiller, which you probably don't want to do if you're just starting the garden, I want to get a $700 tiller actually, because that will rotate the earth for you, man. That stuff that'll work good. I just got spit on the screen. That'll rotate the earth for you, but the cheap one, like I have, like it'll break the ground for you, but it'll take a while. But then year after year, as long as you keep using the same areas of your garden to replant stuff, it will become much easier, because then you've actually created that soil. Now another option that you have too is buy bags of soil. We actually have some examples here. We haven't used these, but like you can buy topsoil, or they have garden soil, and you basically mix that in with your soil. So that helps it as well. It helps make it easier year over year to do that. So, and if you happen to live in a state where I guess you can garden year round, that's kind of nice. But in Ohio, you only have a chance once a year pretty much. So but anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and set you guys over here, and All right, there we go. That was weird. I accidentally muted. Yes. The one year we used buy manure from the store. That's another good thing too, to richen, to get some good nutrients in your soil, especially if you've never planted before. Cow manure definitely helps. That will help you a lot. Cow manure and topsoil, you mix that stuff together and you're good to go. What's up, Cam? How's it going, dude? All right, let me see if I can try to set you guys up on this fence. I'm trying to push this fence back, but it's not working out too well. There we go. There we go. I am the only one that actually cares about this stuff, so I enjoy it since I have a garden. Yeah, that's nice. Well, hopefully other people, maybe someone else watches this and they're like, oh, that's kind of neat. Like, I'd like to try to do that. So then you at least get some tips here, I guess. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and start tilling out this other area. 2 people still watching. Well, that's good. All right. So, anyways, I'm not trying to show you guys my butt the whole time, but basically, sometimes when you're trying to till vertically, it doesn't seem like it's breaking through the ground enough, which is kind of surprising to me because we've used that area of the garden before, but the dirt does not seem very soft at all there. So basically, I'm rotating it and tilling the other way and just kind of weaving back and forth with the tiller, and that's helping break the ground up a lot easier than just going straight vertical. So that's why I keep having my butt towards you guys while I'm trying to do that to break up the ground. So, and then I was cleaning up the tines on that thing because they were caked. They were getting caked with mud. Gardening is not a contact sport. What? Whatever, Mike. Damn, my phone's about to die. I got like 15% battery left. Oh well. Well, if the stream stops, then you'll know why, guys. If the stream stops, you'll know why. It's because my phone's dying. It's got 15% left, and well, it's kind of hard to get a charger outside in the garden. So I've got, that was weird. Okay, anyways. Here's the Schrodinger's cat. What the heck? All right, so this is what I just got done doing though, guys, with this strip right now. So I've got like one strip right here. If you notice, it is pretty deep. I mean, it's probably down at least a few inches because there's dirt down there that's kind of caked in. So I've got I'm actually gonna end the stream. What is this, Minecraft? Yeah, pretty much, dude. If you like gardening, you like Minecraft. So this is the strip I just built, or just dug up. I'm gonna get another strip right next to that, so it gets this kind of wide, and then I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna get some compost stuff from the compost pile, if you will, and dump that in here, mix it in, and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not gonna be able to get all that on Minecraft IRL. Yeah, basically, I'm not gonna be able to get all that stuff live for you guys because my phone's about to die. I've got 10% left, so I want to conserve some battery. So I've got, I'm going to do another strip right next to this one, and then I'm going to be good after I get the compost stuff in there. So, hey, thanks everyone who stopped by to watch me till for an hour. Everyone get your diamond hose out. Yeah, boy. I agree. I wanted to have a hoe so I could like smack it and say, shut up, hoe. Get it? But anyways, thanks for everyone who stopped by, dudes, to watch me do some gardening. I hope you enjoyed it. I mean, I see we got 13 likes, so that's pretty good. The guy's like, stop, kid, stop riding your bike. Look at my neighbor's grass next door. Look at how tall that grass is, dude. Look how tall that is. Like, this is the ground right here. Dude, you could get lost in that. Like a little kid, if you were like 2 years old, you might actually get lost in that grass. There are those people, yeah, there were people, this guy was chasing his kid down the street riding his little bike. He's like, stop. Anyways, thanks guys for everyone who stopped by and left a like, guys. Appreciate it very much. I'll probably do some more of this stuff in the future, but it'll be more, at that point, actually, the next time we do a gardening video will probably be, maybe I can do it when my wife's out here planting all this stuff, because I usually don't do any of the planting. I do all the hard work, basically, and then they just plant all the seeds and shit. So maybe the next time we do that is we'll have her out here showing you how to plant the seeds and that kind of stuff when we get to that point, which might be this weekend still, or Monday, I don't know. But anyway, so thanks guys, appreciate it very much. I will see you guys later. All right, bye guys.